Hello, welcome to this channel. My name is Enoch. Today we will continue in our series on Python, and we'll be looking at loop, and we'll be focusing on for loop. Then we'll discuss range. We will do some exercises, and we will do a small project. And let's get right to it now. What is a loop? A loop in Python is just a programming construct that allows you to repeat a block of code multiple times, without writing it again and again. If you want to repeat a block of code again and again, the right thing to use for it is loop. All right, and there are multiple kind of loop, but today we will be looking at the for loop. For loop, can basically be used to iterate through a sequence of characters, like a string or list. If I say animals, is equal to let's say cat, dog, rabbit, like this, and I want to iterate through this animal, then I can say for animal in animal. Don't mind me using this animal. You can use whatever you want. It can be high, it can be hex. I'm just using animal in animal. So like this, I can say print animal, like that, and it's going to iterate through it one after the other and print it. It will go to cat, and print cat. To go to dog, print dog, like this. To go to rabbit and print it as I've stated, like that. Let's run it and let's see. You can see it like that, and whatever I put there is going to execute that block of code every time it iterates through it. I can say the present animal is animal, right? Okay, the present animal is animal. So if I print this, you will see that. So for cat, said cat, the present animal is cat. For dog, it went like that, the present animal is dog. Rabbit, the present animal is rabbit. To loop through it one after the other and execute whatever block of whatever code is in this block, this indentation line is going to run it like that. Okay, so that's just an example of for loop. Now let's look at another example of sum. We want to sum up a series of number in a list or something. I can say sum number is equal to 0, and if I say numbers equal to, and we open a list, and I say 21, 32, 43, 14, 42, 65, 12, let's say 16, let's say 75, let's say 98, like that. Let's just leave it like this. So we have these numbers and we want to find a sum of them. Though there is a short way to actually find the sum, but just to understand how this for loop works, let's use for loop for it. So I can say for number in numbers like this, and I can say number plus sum number plus equals number. You know what that means, right? That means sum number equals sum number plus, so that is the way he's going to run it. But a shorter way of writing it is just the plus equals one that we have written. So I can just say plus equals number, and that's that. So, and I can print out the sum. I can print out the sum equals number. You can print it out like that, and we'll be fine. So let's run it and let's see. You can see 418. So he's going to iterate through it one after the other and add it. You could ask me, why can't we put a print on here? If we put it here, then it's going to print the sum at every iteration level. You understand? It's going to print it at every iteration level, and I don't want that. I just want the sum total of it once. That's what I want. Let me print this for you, and so that you can see. It will print it at each iteration level, and that's not what I want. I just want the final sum of the number. So you can see the effect of indentation, so if you run it, it just give us the number that we want to print. So that's just an example. Let's say we want to find a max. We want to find let's try and find let's say max number. We want to find the highest, the biggest number in this, the maximum number in this. Then I can iterate through it again for number in numbers. Then I can say if number is greater than max number, right? If this number is greater than this max number, then max number equals to number. Then we can simply just print max number out, right? So you can see this. So for number in numbers, we make it to iterate through this. All right. So now if number is greater than max number, then max number will be equal to number. So for the first one is 21. Number for the first one is 21. Max number is 0, which number is definitely 21 is definitely greater than number. 21 is definitely greater than 0. So our max number will now be 21. Then the iteration goes again. 32. If number is equal to this, so it will go through it like that, and it will give us the biggest one. It will give us the biggest one eventually. So if you run it like this, you'll get 98. You see that you get 90. There are shorter ways to do this, but it's just for the purpose of understanding iteration. Understanding this for loop. So that's just a small example of for loop. So let's move on from that, and let's go to range. Now range in Python allow us to just use range. If I say print range of 1 to 10, this will not print because you cannot use range like this. You need another function to work with it. Range. So let's use it the proper way. I can say for high in range of 1 to 10. For high in range of 1 to 10, then print I, right? Now the way range works is it will give us from the starting point to the number before this last one. That will be 9. Okay, so if you run it like this, it will give us from 1 to 9. You can see that it will give us from 1 to 9, and I can even say range of 10 like that. And let's run this so that you can see an example, and it will give us from 0 to 9. If you run it like this, it will give us from 0 to 9. But you can always define your starting point, and you can define your end point. You can define your step. You can also define your step. So I can say let's use a step of 3, and I can say let this one be 15. So it will just be adding 3 to it like that. And so let me run this so that you can see 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 like that. So that's the way range works in Python. So let's move on from that. So I can even use it to do some kind of addition or get the total of a number. I can say total number is equal to 0. I can say for num in in range of 1 to 101, because I want it to add to 100, and I can say total plus equals num, so that it will add it together, and I can simply print the total number out. All right, so if you look at this is going to add from 1 to 100. As you know, it will remove it will not add the 101, right? And it will add everything together like that. And if you run it, you will see that you get 50-50. So this is a sum total of 1 to 100 like that. So I hope you understand what this is doing. And if you don't understand, you probably need to watch some of my previous videos. So that's that. So basically, is iterating through the range one after the other, from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, like that. So that's just that. All right, let's go to one of our exercises for today, and it's a FizzBuzz game. And this is a question that people usually experience in software programming interviews. So let's just have fun with it. So you're going to write a program that automatically print the solution to the FizzBuzz game, and these are the rules of the game. Your program should print each number from 1 to 100 in turn and include number 100. But when the number is divisible by 3, instead of printing the number, it should print fix. When the number is divisible by 5, instead of printing the number, it should print buzz. And if the number is divisible by both 3 and 5, instead of printing the number, it should print FizzBuzz, right? Let's get right to it. So we can say we can use our range for num in range of 1 to 101, right? That would be 1 to 100 that will be used. And I can say if num modulo 3 is equal to 0, then print FizzBuzz, right? That both conditions have to be true by using this logical operator AND. So this one has to be divisible by 3 and divisible by 5, FizzBuzz, right? And the next one is elif num divisible by 3, then this should print fix. And the next one is elif num is divisible by 5, then it should print box. Then the last one will be as the last one will be just print the number, right? That's the last one that will happen. Just print the number. So if you look at it for num in range of like that, so if you run this, you will see that it will give us as we expect. So let's go through it from the top. You can see FizzBuzz when it's 5. You can see fix like that. You can see FizzBuzz at 15. Let me take this up, and so that we can see this properly. And you can see at 15, at 30 FizzBuzz, you can see it works the way it's supposed to work. At 45, at 50, at 60, at 75. We also have at 90, and that's it. All right. So that's the exercise, and I hope you understand it. If you don't understand it, you can pause the video and check it again and again, and try to relate it with what we have done earlier. All right, elif and else. So that's that. And let's go to our last exercise of the day, which is our project for the day. And this project is simply a password generator. Let us write the strongest password generator program, right? The strongest password generator program. And what would be the first thing that we want to do? We know that we will be using all the alphabet, both caps, both the uppercase and the lowercase. We'll be using the numbers, and we'll be using some special characters, right? So those are the first things that we will need to look into. Now, the first thing is to get our letters, and I want to use string. There is a module in Python called string, so I'm going to import it. Import string. Let me show you on Google what string does. Let's go to Google and let's go to the documentation, and let's string module in Python, string module, right? And let's use the documentation, right? That's the documentation there. Where is it again? Okay, this is the documentation here. So let's just click it and let's see how it works. So this is the string module, and you import the module, and you can use it like this: string.ascii._letter like this, and it will concatenate the ASCII lowercase and the ASCII uppercase. These are the A, B, C, A, D to Z lowercase, and this will be the uppercase, right? But if you want the lowercase alone, you can just use the lowercase like this. If you want the uppercase alone, you can just use the uppercase alone like this. And if you want digit from 0 to 9, just put string dot digit, right? So that's that. If you want the special characters, just use the punctuation. But there are some of them that some website does not use for does not accept for their password. So I'm just going to bring out the ones that they accept, and that's what we are going to use. So ASCII_letters. Don't forget ASCII_letters. So that's what we are going to use. So string.ASCII_letters, and that does it. And the next one we need is numbers, right? Is digits. So we can say digit equals to string.digit. Then the next one is symbols, and and we can say, and we want to say that this I will use a list for this, and I will group it one after the other. So so this is what I want to use. All of these symbols are some of what is accepted on most websites. So let's just leave it like this. If you want to check what each of these does, and a good practice when you're writing your code is to print them once a while as you go along, so that you can catch any bug that you have. If you print letters like that, you will see what is printed, right? You will see what is printed. Let me pull it up for you. You can see print the small letters for A to Z, and the capital letter for A to Z. So that is a string. If you check a type of letter, you will see that is type of string. You may be wondering what class is this variable? Is a class of string, right? So this is a string, and this is list. We know they have almost the same kind of methods and properties, alike. So that's why I decided to use it like that. So let's move on from there. So now that we have all the things that we need, what's the next thing to do? The next thing is to randomly choose through each of them, and we want to use random. So I'm going to import random. All right, now we have imported random. So how do we want to use random? I can say choice letter. Choice letters is equal to random.choice of letter. This is what I want to use, but it's not letter, it's not choice, it's choices that I want to use. So, and how many do I want it to use? I want K to be equal to okay, now I've omitted something there, and that's what I'm going to do next. Now when you are running this program, it's going to ask you what is going to ask you some questions, and let's write those questions. The first one will be an input, and we can write how many letters do you want in your password? How many letters do you want in your password? And I want it to be at the next line, like that. And I'm going to put it as number of letters, letters. All right. So I can do number of digits. How many digits do you want in your password, like that? I can also do how many symbols do you want in your password, like that. And this will be in numbers. So we can convert it to digits. We can convert it to integers, right? We can convert them to integers, like that. Integers, and can convert them to integers, like that. So that's that. So this is going to ask you how many letters do you want in your password, then you give it, then convert it to an integer. How many digits do you want? Convert it to an integer. How many symbols do you want? Convert it to an integer. Right. So choice letters will be the number of letters that should be randomly chosen, within the letters. So it will be random.choices. There is a random.choices where you can choose multiple numbers in a sequence, and you have to give it the number of character that you should choose, or the number of letter that you should choose. So this will just be number of letters, right? This will be number of letters. And for digit, random.choices, and I will put comma there, and this will be number of digits. And we have the last one, symbol, which is choice symbols, and random.choices, symbols, and K will be number of symbols, right? So now we have most of what we need. Then I can say choice password equals to choice letters plus choice digit plus choice symbol, like that. All right, so this will concatenate everything together in a list, and if you want, you can print it out from here. Print choice password from here, and let's just test it out. If you run it, say how many letters do you want in your password? I can say 8. How many digits do you want in your password? I can say 4. How many symbols do you want in your password? I can say 4 again. Then you just print the password, like that. So we can see what it is. If you look at it now presently, you will see that it in a format that is deterministic. You can see you have the letters, then followed by 4 numbers, then followed by 4 symbols. Of course, we don't want it to be like this. So the first thing you want to do is to shovel it. So before I move on, please try and check the documentation for how choices is used, and make sure you understand how it's used. So the next thing you want to do is to shovel it, and make sure that it's not deterministic like this. So I want to shovel it. So I will use random dot shovel. Now random dot shovel, the way it works, it shovel in place. it shovel in place, you know, and the original list is modified. It doesn't return a new one, so it shovel in place. So this is how we use it like this. So you can also go to documentation and see how shovel is used. So so that's that. You see that I did not name it anything because it will return, it will reorder the item in place, you know, and the original list is just modified. The original list will be modified. All right, so once you shovel it, then what's the next thing? Then you want to join it together as a string, right? That's what we want to do. And you can simply you can simply you can even print it like this to test it first. You can print it like this just to test it. All right, you can print it out like this just to test it. And how many letters do I want? 8 letters. How many digits do I want? 4 digits. How many symbols do I want? 5 symbols. And you can see it like this. Now it has been shoveled. You can see 0 is the first one there. You can see now it has been shoveled. You can see 2. Now you can see it has been shoveled. So it's not like before that is easy to just determine. So that's that. Let's move on from there. So the next one now is to join. This, and I can simply say password equals to, I can write it like this: password equals to join. You know, there's a function called join like this in list and string that you can use to join. You can use to join the element of a list as a string, you know. And if I print your password is password like this, you will see that now our job is totally done. You can check documentation for this join in your list or in your in your string and in your list. Just check it out. It should be one of there. So how many letters do you want? I want 8. How many digits do I want? I want 5. How many symbols do I want? I want 4. And you can see your password is this. Isn't this good? There is no hacker in the world that can hack this. Your password. There is no hacker in the world that can hack this. All right. But if I can also change this, I can write it in another way. I can just say password equal to double quote like that, and I can say for character in choice password, then I can say password plus equals character, right? Just like that, and it will do the same thing. It will iterate through it and it will add it together. You know, it will do the same thing. So if you run it like this, how many letters do you want? I can say I want 10. How many digits do I want? I can say, okay, I want 4. How many symbols do I want? I want 4 again. Then you have it. There is no hacker in the world that can act this out. There is none. All right, so that's a good one for today. I hope you understand everything we have done. If you don't, you can definitely go through it again, and you can go through some of my previous Python video to just understand some of this concept. And if any one of it is confusing, just check the documentation, and you can use that to just understand what I have done specifically. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.